Well, friends, looks like Kyle has been doing a lot of damage control ever since the Mean Girls got exposed. Reality blurb published on article title RHOBH Kyle Richard talks Fox Force 5 rift. Let's get into this article. I'm dying to know what she said. The article starts off with Kyle Richards offered an update on the Fox Force 5 while appearing on Teddy Mellencamp's podcast last week, days after The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 12 came to an official end with Part 3 of the reunion. Kyle revealed which ladies, out of Teddy, Erica Jane, Lisa Rinna, and Dorit Kemsley, she's still talking to before sharing her main issue with Crystal Kung Minkoff, reacting to Crystal's reconciliation with Sutton Strack, and addressing a question about Andy Cohen's favorite housewife. The Foxes have not been corresponding since BravoCon. Teddy began on the October 28th episode of 2TS in a pod, proceeding to question Kyle about which members of their friend group she's currently in touch with. "Oh God, Ted. That's a loaded question these days," Kyle replied. And after calling Teddy NA for hitting her with such a tough question when she volunteered to fill in for Drew Sidora, who had called out sick at the last moment as her guest host, Kyle confirmed, "I'm not talking to anyone. Things are just different right now." She explained, "They've been that way for a while, I would say. I've had to step away from not only the show and watching that but just sort of engaging with anything connected to that because I was really struggling with my anxiety." When Kyle was then asked about the rumors suggesting she doesn't like Crystal because she's upset her co-star replaced Teddy on Rob, Kyle denied not liking her but admitted to taking issue with her antics against Sutton. "I like Crystal, but I didn't like that she created something that could have put Sutton's reputation at risk. That really bothered me," Kyle shared. "I felt last year she did that too with saying that she felt violated with Sutton bringing the jacket to her room. When you say something like that on camera, Sutton was really stressed about that. And then it was the race thing this year about saying that she said something really dark. And she was very clear that there was 100% something. And then she said there actually wasn't something. So I take issue with that." Although Kyle said that she understands that someone of color may feel differently than her, she felt Crystal unnecessarily put Sutton's reputation on the line, and she found it weird that Sutton didn't speak up at the reunion. "I was like, we're all here saying, why'd you do that to her? And I just feel like Sutton, honestly, like I said in the season, that she didn't want to even address it," Kyle suggested. "She didn't want to talk about it. She wants it to go away, so I think that's why she was quiet." As for where Crystal and Sutton stand today, Kyle said she believes they've made peace. "I think Sutton's probably going to be cautious with her moving forward. That's my take on it," she said. "I think they're friendly and get along. But I feel like Sutton and Garcelle Beauvais' relationship is a lot more genuine." Also on the podcast, Kyle was asked which housewife she believes is Andy's favorite. "I don't know who Andy's favorite is. I mean, I've been there the longest and I know he's very nice to me and I do care about him, but he's never said." Kyle explained, "I will say that once he was asked at a live show he was doing if he had to marry one of the housewives, who would it be?" Kyle went on to say that she and Andy shared a special moment at the Rob reunion. "At the end, I felt really strange. And I felt like, why weren't people speaking up more? And I was feeling, as you saw, I just wanted to leave and get out of there. When Andy hugged me, it actually really meant a lot to me. And you could tell he really meant it. And he really cared. And I really appreciated that," she revealed. Oh, thank God. That was the end of the article. Now, we can drag Kyle. She needs to stop using her anxiety as an excuse to defect and not take accountability. It's bullshit. See? I was diagnosed with severe anxiety, but that doesn't stop me from acknowledging when I'm wrong or for apologizing. I think a lot of Kathy's anger comes from Kyle refusing to validate her feelings. Instead, she's acting like a victim and blaming herself. She should have immediately shut this shit. down because she knew exactly what Rina and Erica were up to. And the fact that Kyle keeps blaming herself, I can't help but think she was part of it. She had to give the ammunition to those girls to go after her sister like that. All of the crying she's been doing is pure damage control. Did she think she can have her cake and eat it too? So happy to see the mean girls aren't talking to each other. Guess all that backstabbing wasn't worth it. Oh, before I go, Miss Kyle recently posted a picture with her and the producers. Y'all can't tell me she's not a secret producer. No wonder why she's always stirring the pot. And is this picture a message to Rina and Erica, especially when we still don't know who's coming back next season? Well, friends, this is the end of this video. Do y'all think the picture was a message to Rina and Lisa? Did y'all always think the mean girls would ever fall out? Do y'all feel bad for Kyle? Anyways, I would love to hear your thoughts. Bye ye.